What's up, guys? Ian here, coach of your Surrey Stingers, bringing you guys our Week 6 match, taking on Will or Viva La Pascal and the Witney Miltanks. If you don't know what's going on with our Week 5 match, you should check out the team builder that will have gone up before this. We got an FF win over Dolphin because I showed up to the scheduled times that he was not around for. And yeah, so that's pretty much all there is to it. So we're 3-2 plus 2, and Will hasn't really had a great start to the season here at 1-4 minus 14. Let's run through what his team is. So, Mega Mawile, Thundurus Incarnate, Latias, Minior, Decidueye, Umbreon, Isolgor, Registeel, Blaziken, Toxapex, Parasect, Articuno. There we go. In terms of what I wasn't expecting the Umbreon, Parasect, or Articuno. Parasect showed up for some reason, and he didn't bring a single wall. I was definitely anticipating like Registeel or Toxapex to come. Neither of them did, so oh well. Yeah, that's pretty much all there is to it. Minior's a threat, I guess. Not really, though. Main problems that I have to deal with are the Thundurus and the Mawile. If you haven't seen my team builder, I will run through the team really quickly here. I've got a Fire Punch Jirachi with U-Turn, Wish, and another move. Maybe it's Iron Head. I don't know off the top of my head. I said that in the team builder. Golurk is Yachi Berry with Ice Punch, Drain Punch, Earthquake, and Rocks. Braviary Scarfed with U-Turn, Defog, Superpower, Brave Bird, and the Garchomp is Dragonium Z with Earthquake, Dragon Claw, Dragon Tail, and Swords Dance. Lopunny is Sub, Return, Drain Punch, Power Punch, and Raikou is Specs with Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Signal Beam, and Hidden Power Fire. He had no ground types on his team, so Specs Raikou was extremely free. In terms of my lead matchups were either going to be the Raikou or the Golurk. Raikou's fine, but he did bring both of the grass types, so I don't really want to deal with that right off the bat. Like, just because he doesn't have a ground type doesn't mean that he didn't bring 3 electric resists against me. So I'm just going to leave with the Golurk. It's got a really good matchup against anything. I'm predicting like a Thundy lead to match up against probably Jirachi. I think he'd probably be fine matching up against Garchomp with that too. Or the Lopunny just trying to T-Wave me right off the bat. So I'm just going to leave with the Golurk, as he does lead with Thundurus, which gives me a very free Ice Punch. It's a roll to kill, and it's actually a roll to kill this Decidueye, which I don't get. But this lets me switch into Lopunny completely for free on the Shadow Sneak there. And Power Punch is going to kill this thing. It'll deal damage to anything, get me up to +1, or in this case, put me back to neutral once the Mawile switches in. Any chip on the Mawile is really good. It's not in range right off the bat. We see that's like max HP Mawile, and it's not in range right off the bat to get 2-shot by Drain Punch from Mega Lopunny. Play rough, we also see that that's like Adamant max attack, and Fire Punch will be able to kill off the Decidueye right here. I was anticipating getting the 20% burn on the Mawile. Thundurus like legitimately brings in Golurk every single time on the T-Wave, and Golurk gets to go for Rocks here. So reason I went for Rocks over just clicking Ice Punch manually is I wanted to pressure his Mons, and this Minior isn't in range of an Ice Punch until it takes Rocks damage. So the whole idea is that I have to play around this Minior being in Meteor form rather than being Shields down and being the Star. So I am trying to put it in range of an Ice Punch from Golurk. That's kind of the idea here, because Golurk can live any hit very easily, and so that's the play. So I'm going to pivot into my Raikou here on what I expect to be Acrobatics, but maybe isn't, as it is actually the Earthquake. And then I make a misplay here I'm going to switch out. I completely forget that Meteor form is way slower than Raikou. Way slower than Raikou. Hits 123 max speed, which is Clefable speed. So it's a base 60 mon in Meteor form, and I could have just obliterated this thing with a Thunderbolt right here. But instead, I'm going to switch into my Braviary on the Earthquake. And then I'm going to go for U-Turn, which is going to go for the U-Turn here, which is going to put it in range of Ice Punch from Golurk now. So I chew the Power Gem with Golurk very easily, and this thing is now in range of an Ice Punch. He's going to sack the Parasect instead of just sacking the Minior. I don't really agree with that play. He could have spored something if it came in. And then he's going to sack the Minior to Ice Punch here as well, as Iron Head's doing 0. And then the Thundurus is going to come in, and that's going to get sacked to the Ice Punch as well. So Golurk's going to pick up 3 kills in 3 turns as he throws off the Hidden Power Flying. I was definitely expecting it to be HP Ice. I was Yachi Berry for the HP Ice, but Hidden Power Flying makes sense too. Now, had I stopped to think about this a little bit, I was running speed on my Golurk for the Mega Mawile, and we haven't seen Sucker Punch on it. He definitely could have gone for the Sucker Punch against the Jirachi. That would have been a play that would have been alright for him to make. He saw my leftovers, so it's not like he was scared of a Colbur Berry or anything. And he saw the damage that I took from it, so he could have seen how much damage that was doing and gone for the Sucker Punch. So if I was thinking, I would have just clicked Earthquake here and picked up another kill with Golurk, but instead I'm just going to switch back into the Drachi as he's going to claim a kill with Knockoff, and so I'm going to throw away some differential there. Bring in my Garchomp here, and I really thought about just clicking Dragonium Z here and catching the Lottie, but instead I'm going to go for the easy Earthquake play. I have no idea what his speed investment is, and Draco likely kills me, so I'm just going to harden my Lopunny. Draco did nothing there. It was completely irrelevant. He wouldn't have been able to do anything to my Lopunny anyways, and so I get up a sub here on the Mega Mawile, and I can just Drain Punch its face off. I was considering like going for Power Up Punch shenanigans there as well, but I'm just going to claim the kill on the Mega Mawile instead, because Power Up Punch shenanigans would have maybe put this Latias in range of a +1 return at some point, but scouting out the Psychic move here, we see it, and then I can go into my Braviary. I was not expecting a Thunder Wave here, but he does miss. I don't think that mattered all that much. Braviary is strong enough to kill this with 2 U-turns, and based on his moveset, he might not have recovery. It really depends. I'm just going to hard into the Braviary and the Psyshock that would have killed my Golurk to preserve some differential, and then U-turn's going to be able to clean up this game for me. So we pick up a nice 5-0 win. Not bad, not bad. We'll take those. I could have seen myself getting a 6-0 on this. Had I just clicked like Volt Switch with the Specs Reco, I would have obliterated that Minior and put myself in a really good spot. Because I completely forgot that I was faster than it. Also, had I just clicked Dragonium Z on the Garchomp against the Mawile, just been really ballsy with it, like not even care if I gave up my Garchomp anyways, then I also would have been fine. So there were a few ways for me to play around this game, but the Mawile was just such a threat that I couldn't not attack what was sitting in front of me. So yeah, that's our Week 6 match against Will and the Witney Miltanks. Moving ourselves to 4-2 + 7, not bad, not bad. There will be a break week here coming up the next week, so I won't be playing Week 7 until 2 weeks from now. And we are taking on Blood and the Loiven Larvatars, so keep an eye out for that match, but you won't see a PTL video for another 2 weeks. So that's all from me, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and I will see you guys for Week 7.